I did it last time. Of course. Hmm.
That wouldn't have been fun.
Possible, but not fun. Man, I can't believe I dropped down here. I went to the wrong side. Just gonna run. Just gonna run. Did I miss something? I don't know, I guess I did. Just run. Just run. I find whenever I'm streaming, I tend to miss things a lot more often. I guess because I'm not fully focused. Also sometimes it affects my playing ability.
Oh yeah, I couldn't, cause I was streaming Dark Souls 3, but I forgot that I didn't give any of you guys my login, or my account on Twitch.
Mm.
So only people watching me were people I know are here, and I couldn't not the nameless king while I was streaming. The minute I turned the stream off, I beat the nameless king.
Wow. Well, at least you beat him.
Oh, it took me forever. And then I played him in New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2, and I just beat the shit out of him.
I don't remember how many times it took me on my Dex playthrough. It took me a few, but not too terribly many. My twin blades were...
Are you using the Gothard twin blades?
Warden twin blades.
Okay, I heard a lot of people using the Gothard twin blades, and they're using like a heavy enchantment on them. They're saying that that is the longest Dex you can get.
Huh. I have heard of those too, but...
I'm not the heavy enchantment, my bad, the refinement. I believe if I'm not mistaken, I put your scaling up to an S scaling.
Oh, that would definitely help.
I think it's an A scaling maxed out.
Nameless King was the guy that was the flying dragon on the first phase.
Dragon. Dickhole.
I actually surprised myself on my killing run on him.
The only boss that I died to more than 3 times in the game. Fucking Nameless King killed me 15 times.
Everyone has trouble with him, I think.
And I couldn't beat him with my Fume Ultra Greatsword. I had to go back and use a different weapon.
It was glorious every time the bleed actually triggered on him.
Oh yeah, you had your bleed on your weapons, huh?
The Warden Twin Blades have it naturally. But then you put the Carthus Rouge on too, and it just enhances it, and I was like staggering him a lot.
I think I beat him with my Dark Souls, or not my Dark Souls, my Dark Sword, with a refined enchantment on it. No, a heavy enchantment on it. And, with Carthus Rogue. I think I'm pretty sure that's how I beat him.
I'd kind of like to go through like New Game Plus and actually enchant the Twin Blades with like there's a certain enchantment you want to put on it for like a bleed build. I don't think it's actually the bleed one though. I think you want to raise your luck up to at least 30, and then there's a way to actually make it scale with luck. Yeah,
there's a luck enchantment that people have been putting on that to make it scale with luck.
And it's supposed to be insane. It was already insane before I got my luck up though, so man, I can only imagine.
I saw a 60 luck PvP threw a poison knife at me, and he threw 4 of them at me, and it made me toxic, and I died.
Really?
Yep.
And everyone says poison and toxic is completely pointless in that game.
Nope, not if you're running luck, because it triggers it like immediately.
Huh. So they really did nerf it like poison and stuff a lot in that one. poison builds used to be like really common in like in at least Dark Souls 2. I can't remember if Dark Souls 1 if it was a thing. But poison was really effective in Dark Souls 2. Like I would at least run poison arrows for killing certain enemies a little easier. You just shoot like 4 arrows at them from a distance and just sit there and watch them die.
Wow, I just checked something out. So I'm back in that house where you fight that dude in the wheelchair. If you go stand by the coffins on the wall.
The hell is that sound?
You can hear people talking.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what they're saying though. They're saying something about, I don't know, I'll go back down there in a second. But, and I thought it was the people upstairs that were like trying to kill you, but I killed them already. I don't know what they're saying. Hold on.
What is this? Oh, I think that's the DLC. I was like, what the hell is this portal here? That keeps trying to get me. So confused.
Oh no, they quit talking now. I have no idea what they were saying.
I'm trying to find an area that gives me insight. I haven't found one yet. I need one more. Come on.
Yeah, you're supposed to ring your beckoning bell, and I'm supposed to ring my bell that they get. So if you get 10 insight before me, I believe there's still a way for us to do it.
Ah, okay.
But see, I haven't beaten the guess going, so I haven't even gotten there yet. I'm still trying to find the stupid tiny music box.
Oh, that stupid window with the girl. I can't remember exactly where it was by memory.
Yeah, I'm going over there. I think I remember where it's at. I just gotta get there. And right now I'm being chased by a werewolf. There's some enemies in games that you just can't fight, even though they're not hard. The werewolves in this game are mine. I can't fight.
I hate the werewolves on here. Give me your pebbles, birds. Well, found another madman's knowledge. I guess that counts.
Yeah, that's insight.
And it's right outside the chapel. You get, yeah, like, that's right after him. So.
So according to this thing I just looked up, hold on, let me get somewhere safe and I'll go back and look it up. I'm still not trying to die. Where the fuck is this window? Okay, so according to this thing,
I'm gonna go Zelda up on this bitch. Break all the pots.
you know you can summon gas coin?
For the cleric beast, isn't it? Isn't it for the cleric beast?
Yeah, gas coin before the clear.
I guess in my case, that would actually be better, since I actually had an easier time with him than I did the cleric beast.
Okay, so you should go to the bird bath in the second story of the Hunter's Dream, and you can purchase a small resonant bell for 1 insight from the messages.
I actually forgot to go get the second bath. I forgot there was 2 of them. That's why I didn't see it. I thought maybe I needed to reload the area, so I like went off to do things, and then I just kind of forgot.
Yeah, no.
I forgot there's 2 baths. I don't even think I knew about the second bath the first playthrough on this until like the end of the game almost.
I didn't until I beat the Bloodstarved Beast.
Small Resonant Bell, yep. I guess it also unlocks Sinister Bell after buying that.
Yeah.
Which we don't really need, I don't guess.
Section. You'll have to do your world from your region from local to worldwide. You'll have to do a password.
I think I'm already set to worldwide.
And then you should ring the resonant bell, and then I'm supposed to ring the beckoning bell.
Okay.
And that should put me in your world. To see, I might not be able to because I haven't beaten Gascoigne. And you won't be able to summon me to an area if you've defeated the boss already.
Right.
So I have to beat Gascoigne before we can do any of this.
That's actually another thing that Dark Souls 2 did better that they removed from 3, and this, I guess you could say.
What, that co-op?
Yeah, like there's the the white soapstone that you know of, right? Well, Dark Souls 2 has a small white soapstone, which can be used whether the boss has been killed or not. It's just shorter length of time for the summon.
Huh.
But lo and behold, they removed it because we liked it.
Some software does what they want.
Yep, they always have. There's so many things that Dark Souls 2 did really great that people praised. Even the people that didn't care for it praised some of the things that they did in that. And then he just gets rid of them.
PvP was a lot better.
That's one thing everyone liked a lot about it. And there's that soapstone thing. The New Game Plus was done a little better.
Yeah, the New Game Plus on Dark Souls 3 was a little disappointing. I don't know if you played it.
One time.
But see, I'm in New Game Plus 3 right now. So I've beaten New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2 on my character. And I have not really noticed. It's easier. It's supposed to get harder, but it just seems easier.
Honestly, they're all that way. That's just because you're really, overpowered for most of the enemies. Dark Souls 3 did make it even easier for some weird reason. Like, the enemies are scaling a lot slower in that one. But that's still the same in the other ones.
I hit the 120 meta cap, so I didn't level up anymore, because it's super hard to find, Co-op or PvP if you're over 120. So I didn't level up past 120, and I hit my freaking first boss of the New Game Plus, and I haven't leveled since. And I'm on New Game Plus 3, and I'm blazing through it. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I have heard that the new game in Dark Souls 3, for some reason, the difficulty scales slower than it used to. But I think even in the older ones, though, it'd probably not be much different than that. There's a certain point, though, where that will change.
I'm hoping
But in Dark Souls 2, it's not only that, but there's several big changes in the game and the New Game Plus. There's new enemies that weren't even there before, and new weapons and items.
And I read all on that. They were like, Dark Souls likes to put enemies in the New Game Plus, blah blah blah, that weren't there. And
They did it one damn time.
I didn't notice it.
It didn't happen. The people asked about that. It's like, yeah, there'll be differences in New Game Plus, like Dark Souls 2. And everyone's like, oh, right, awesome. We like that about it. The only difference is there's +1 rings and +2 rings. That's it.
I found a lot of +1 and +2 rings, but I have not once found a new enemy location.
You found the only differences. That's all it is.
That's so stupid.
And the difficulty scaling. All that slowly.
Which is not really there at all.
Yeah, you'll have to go probably a couple more at least before it starts getting legitimately more challenging.
Well, it maxes out at 7, so if I'm already on 3 and I already just beat the Nameless King. The only boss I have left is the twins and then Soul Members. And that's it, yeah. Then I'm just I'm one-shotting everything.
There should eventually be a point where it gets a little better. I don't know when that point is. I haven't looked into it, but
it's just silly is what it is.
There eventually will be a point where there'll be probably several enemies that You gotta make sure you don't get hit probably even once.
So you haven't done much PvP on there, huh?
None of them.
You haven't done any PvP at all?
I did one night with Higgins on Dark Souls 2. And we were mainly trolling. Well, I'm just saying that what I just said is my entire Dark Souls PvP experience. In the entire series.
I was in fight clubs in Dark Souls 3, and I think the PvP is actually super fun.
I mean, a lot of people love it. I guess I'm just not much into it.
Well, fair enough.
I can understand why people like it, and I think it's cool the way they've implemented it and everything, but this is just not for me. Even if I'm winning, I'm just not having fun for some reason. I don't know. The one time I did it, I was only having fun because it was like, it was just me and Higgins screwing around and trolling with Chameleon.
Oh my god, I joined this game, I put down a white soapstone at the beginning of a level just so I could like run the whole thing with the guy because I'd already run through the level. And I get there and there's no one there. And I search in the area, it's not that big, or the area I was in, for like 10 minutes, couldn't find anyone. Motherfuckers were chameleon to statues by the bonfire, and I couldn't find them because they looked like statues.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, you just made me waste 10 minutes of my day for no reason at all.
Yeah, I actually, I would do that. I would just sit there and hide until their time ran out. Or they left on their own.
Oh, I left right after I found them. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this.
That was before I just would like go offline. I want to say Dark Souls 2 may not have actually had like an option to say offline. You had to actually like disconnect your system. There's some reason that I got stuck doing that. I think I just forgot to disconnect. Someone invaded me. I was like, nope. And I completely, and I would be like 100% okay with the invasion mechanic if it worked precisely the way it was meant to be, like the actual reasoning had he put it in from Demon Souls, where it's really just supposed to be a counter to co-op summoning, which is completely fair to me. Like if
co-op summoning makes bosses nothing.
Yeah, it does, and I can understand making it like having that risk for summoning. I'm totally cool with that.
Well, it's like that in Bloodborne, I feel. It wasn't mainly to screw the player over as it was to co-op summoning.
That's what it's always supposed to really be. It's just, I feel like they're kind of going away from the meaning of it when you can be invaded when you're by yourself. Like, I thought this was supposed to be a counter for co-op. I'm not co-oping. Why are you punishing me? Punish me if I summon. I'm fine with that.
Alright, guys, going, you fuckhead.
Me and Higgins were trolling on this level that until that night we didn't know you could even summon people like for co-op, because it was kind of because you cannot summon someone inside that area. It was actually an area just like I think Bloodborne has sort of an equivalent to it. Isn't there an area in Bloodborne where you can get invaded just for entering there because they're in a covenant that's meant to protect it?
Yup.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 has something like that too. Well, Dark Souls 1 also, that's something that's been around.
Dark Souls 3 has it as well. It has it in Anor Londo and in that fucking swamp.
Right, Anor Londo. Yeah, that's right, they have two of them.
It had it in the swamp area too, the one I hate.
Yeah, every game has had one of those. I don't know about Demon Souls, but it might have, since Dark Souls 1 had it. But 2 had one. And it was called the Bell Covenant or something like that. And there's actually 2 different areas that had like a bell tower, and both of them counted for that same covenant. And anytime you go in there, you could possibly be invaded by them. And most people didn't realize that you could actually co-op someone in there, because you can't put a sign down inside the place. But there's a bridge kind of connecting the area before it and to it, and you can put your sign down on that bridge. And as long as you as your partner you're trying to play with, you know, hits it in time and gets into the world before you get invaded, you can both walk into it afterwards. So they'll invade you thinking you're by yourself. But one of us would be chameleon, making them still think they're by themselves.
I just beat Gascoigne, and he only hit me once.
Nice.
This axe is stupid. All you do is do the charged R2 attack, and then when he comes in his beast form, it knocks him on the ground.
We're pretty well set.
Okay, so now I need to figure out where those insights are, because I have 7 insight right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I think I picked
up
advanced knowledge that I didn't use.
Oh, okay. Did you get, oh, you have 8. Alright, so you still have that one back at the sewer. There was 2 in that same general area.
I had one back at the sewer.
You got the one that was like at the top of the area, right? Like the ladder, I mean?
The back messengers are here, though.
But do they sell it?
Small resonating bell. What did you buy, Bell?
Wait, isn't that it? Wasn't it resonating? I think that's what I bought. Let's see, where's it at? Wait, where is it in my inventory? Small resonant bell.
Yeah, okay, I can buy it. I just bought it.
Okay, so... Well, hell. I wonder how long we've had it.
I don't know.
No, I wonder how long we've been going without, like, needing to go this far.
I don't know.
Wow.
What level are you?
I am 19.
I am about to be 20.
I probably have enough blood echoes to get one more level, which I don't even know if we're close enough.
Okay.
I do gotta say it's cool that in Dark Souls 3 that you can actually co-op with via password no matter what your level range is.
Yeah, as long as you have the password.
But I think it just kind of scales a little bit or something. That's awesome.
I agree. I don't know about this pure camera, but I need 3,000. I had. Oh,
I let you borrow mine, but I can't.
I think I have it. I should have leveled up. I should have bought the pure camera. Oh, I could use the souls or the blood I found. I thought that would get me there. The blood dew.
I wish they would remaster Dark Souls 1.
Oh yeah, that definitely got me there.
Even PC could use a remaster of that. Normally games that come out on PC have no need for a remaster, but Dark Souls 1 actually still could.
Oh, I have to have 10 skill, apparently, to use pure camera.
You're not skilled enough, yo.
You can have 9. God. What I think is silly about Dark Souls 3 is you could still use the weapon if you didn't have the stats, you just couldn't use the weapon art.
Yeah.
I thought that was dumb.
Oh, it didn't, like, screw up your swings or anything?
No. You just can't use weapon art. I didn't have 50 freaking strength when I got the feudal greatsword, which is required to use the weapon art. I just couldn't stomp.
That's weird. It didn't used to be that way. Yeah. And I guess I never really tried to equip something that I couldn't use. Supposedly. Couldn't use.
Yeah, you can't use it. It doesn't work.
Because I'm used to, like, normally, like, before if you'd do that, you'd try to swing it, but it would do this animation, like you can't lift it or something. Or it would have, like, an extreme stamina drain. course, they also had the mechanic where you actually didn't need the full strength if you used two hands. Two-handing things actually lower the requirement. Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling at the tomb.
Alright, I'm about to go... Okay, so, hold on. You'll ring the beckoning bell, I'll ring the small resonant bell. Hang out in the same area.
You reset your password?
Okay, hold on, so let me do my password.
Mine's still set as cough, but we can change it to something else.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it as cough. You may have to go reset it because it just made me reset mine.
I just checked it, mine's still the same.
Okay, so I should be able, let me go to my inventory, to ring the small resonating bell, and then you should ring the beckoning bell.
Alright.
I'm gonna ring my small, why can't I ring the small resonant bell? Hold on, it didn't let me ring it.
Let's see, resonant is to help. That should be the first one you would ring.
Doesn't let me ring it.
Maybe we're probably in an area we can't use it yet. We probably gotta walk out somewhere.
Oh yeah, alright. I'm waiting for it to light up in my quick slot.
So depending, like, if we want to go, which path we're gonna go out?
I just went out the place where you have to use the tomb key.
I can't remember which. Is it the one with the two lamp guys out there and the well in the middle? Is it the other one?
No, there's no enemies here.
Oh, I thought there was an enemy out both of these ways. There's one lamp guy out this way. I'm not sure where you are.
Alright, you know when you kill Gascoigne and that lantern appears?
Yeah.
Just walk forward and up to the right and there'll be a big staircase.
Oh, you're back there, okay. I was actually up in the chapel and, like, advancing forward.
Wait. Don't leave here. Go to the roof near Gascoigne. Okay, if you go onto these staircases, you should be able to get onto a roof where you'll find Gascoigne's wife.
Alright, let's see.
And then you have to go back to the girl in the window and give him the bell. Or the bow.
Oh, I grabbed that.
It's the red shield brooch.
I grabbed that, but I didn't take it to her.
If you take that to the girl in the window, you can further the girl in the window's quest line.
Where the hell was she?
I don't remember.
I didn't. That's one of the reasons I didn't go back, because I couldn't remember where she was. I can't remember. What's the reward for completing that? I don't even remember.
I don't remember. Because you'll have to go back down and kill the pig afterwards, because she fucking dies down there.
Oh, yeah. I could do it later. I don't know.
We can do that at any point. Okay, so I think we have to go to the next area.
Yeah.
To ring the bell.
Yeah, because we'd have the boss defeated here, so. Won't there be like a bell maiden when we summon? I was thinking that that's what happens on this.
Oh, I got the workshop tool. Cool. Alright, it's got a cutscene, so...
Isn't the workshop tool something you used to have to earn, like, later?
No, you need this workshop tool to put, like, gems or runes or whatever in your weapon.
Yeah, you used to have to... well, it might have been changed, like, before. I'm pretty sure that used to. You got that in a completely different area, like, later. In fact, you got it... I'm almost certain, because it feels so, like I'm remembering it so clearly. I feel like, you actually got it at the end of, like, Hemwell Charnel Lane or whatever, after you defeated that witch. You actually got it at the right after that boss before.
Possible. Are you in the cathedral ward?
Yep, I'm just chilling here with the path to the straight and the path to the left.